Alright sons, brick fans, and welcome back to another episode of Building Batuu Galaxy's Edge in Lego. This week is week 15, and coming up on today's episode I'm going to take you through the progress I've made on the final, what I believe is the final dome for Dok Ondars. I've managed to work it out so I've got some of the nicer aesthetics that I was looking for, plus a stronger structure. So I'm going to be taking you guys through that one first off, and then a little bit later on in the episode I'm going to show you through the connection point between Dok Ondars and the Ogas Cantina. And then towards the end of the video, please stay tuned because you will see another new building that I've been working on. I started on live on Tuesday if you were there. It's the milk stand. So let's not waste any more time. Let's hit that hyperdrive and jump straight in. Right, well, here we go. This is the new roof, the new dome right here. I've been working away on this thing to try and limit the amount of gaps through here, get as much tile through here as possible. I really like the amount of domeness, I guess, that you can get on this one. I do think it works. I do have a little spire on the top, which I think works pretty well as well. Now, she's quite strong. At the moment, it's just kind of held in there by a Technic piece, which I will take you in and under, just to show you how that's actually connected in there. So basically, that's the beam that's still in there that I showed last week. I'm going to be covering that one up with some tiles, some tan tiles and tan plates on the side, and then essentially just kind of running up through here is a Technic piece that runs down into the middle and then down into that section. It is actually removable at the moment, and the idea is that I will be able to keep it here for a while and then also remove it. I still need to put in the chandelier that I've shown you guys previously. That's gonna loop in again in that Technic section, just in there. So in here, around just above where that circle is, and that should light up this whole section. So that has actually been a lot of work there for this week. Basically, I've just tried out a whole stack of different things. I had something that was working last week. It was sort of too domed up, but it was strong. Now I've got something which is strong as well, but all the gaps are more closed up, and it's not as domey as well. So yeah, that actually worked out really, really well in the end. Now over to this side of Dok Ondars again. We're over on the roof here. You can see I've still got this side open. This will be the next thing that I'll be working on, just to close this up. But one important thing that I wanted to point out, and one reason why I've not closed that up just yet, is that there's actually meant to be a kind of walk bridge and archway here that connects Dok Ondars to Ogas Cantina, which is here. So what I've basically been doing this week is laying out Ogas Cantina. Now, what I've actually got planned for Ogas is that it will actually be open on this side, but I wanted to get a full circular motion to make sure it's right. My plan is to have the entrance way down here, and then the walk bridge actually up about that high, kind of walking over here. Now, I've got to obviously allow for it to walk to somewhere. So what I'm probably going to do is take this plate off here, and this will actually become a doorway into Dok Ondars, so that he can maybe just take straight across there from the top layer, straight across to an upper level of Ogas. Now, what that also means is that I need to run this bridge and add a little section in here. So this panel's wrong. I will take that completely off, and I'll basically just use that for this section here. So that's generally the plan. This is kind of what I've laid out, and I've also started building up what would be the walking bridge which will basically go from there to there. And this will be arched as well. So that I hope will look pretty cool. I'm going with the sort of same colors as the roof, and there will be a tower on the opposite side of Ogas about there, and that will actually meet up with the crossover bridge. So I'm trying not to, I don't want to move away from Dok Ondars until I get this one finished. I will be waiting on a couple of these curved slopes that I'm going to put in this border just to meet up with the roof so you don't have this open section. But I felt that I need to get this paneling right, and I need to get the position of where that is going to be so I can actually build that into this first. So this is actually an important step to then getting docks finished finally. So I'm, that's basically now sorted out. I'm going to get this worked in, fix this panel, and then I will fix this section as well as the inner wall for the front section there, and also the finalization of the flooring there. So that's basically what's going to be coming up next on the next episode. So hopefully I'm still aiming for the next 2 episodes left of Dok Ondars before it is completely finished. That may be some dependent on some parts, but I will be aiming to do the cinematic before the end of the year, as I said, of Dok Ondars completely done and finished, with probably a little bridge passageway over to the start of what would be Ogas Cantina as well. A little side step that I did this week was actually the start of the drink stand, so that was a lot of fun. I did actually put up a short this week of this one, and something that I started on live. It was a little bit higher and a bit wider. It kind of sort of came out to about here and was about kind of that high. But when I put it into place, it kind of really dwarfed this. And I wanted to keep that feeling impressive. So I actually have downsized that to a point. I have made a few changes to that. I've only got the 2 in there at the moment. I'm actually thinking what I will do is go back in and drop a third mixer in there. And I am going to kind of raise this part up and obviously put a few more of the milk ducks in there. I'm going to play around with some of the colors. I think, unfortunately, I can't get this one in a light blue. I can only get it in the medium azure, so I'll probably have to go with that one. And I'm tossing up whether or not I'm going to use the lime or the light yellowish kind of color, and I'll be mixing that up there, and then there'll be a whole bunch of different things in the front there. So that's been a fun little departure, and I've really enjoyed that part, just getting this bit started. And I will be continuing that one live on Tuesday, so make sure you check that one out as well. There you go, Brick fans. That pretty much wraps up the progress update for this week, week 15. I'd love to get your thoughts on the dome, the milk stand, and the crossing between Dok Ondars and Ogas Cantina. So please leave your comments below. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit the subscribe button. Give me a like, because it does help kind of get the channel out there to more people. Speaking of the channel, coming up this week, I do have another live build on Tuesday where I will be continuing to finalize the build on the milk stand. If you can't make it to that one, Building Batuu will be back next Sunday with another big update. I am hoping to finish off Dok Ondars in the next 2 episodes, and then the cinematic for the end of the year. So please join me for that one. And until next time, till the spire, and may the bricks be with you.